What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph. You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, we're coming back to 2CELLOS. Yes, indeed. 2CELLOS fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bob, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Mathis, and Mathis wanted to see me react to this. It is 2CELLOS with a tune called The Trooper Overture.
Hey, wait a minute.
Now, have I heard this song before? There's a possibility. If this is some reference to the Trooper from Iron Maiden, then yes. Yeah, I've definitely heard it. But I've never heard it referred to as the Trooper Overture. So I'm not exactly 100% sure what to expect here. Like I said, if it has anything to do with the Iron Maiden tune, the Trooper, then yeah, I've definitely heard it. I guess we're gonna just kind of play this by ear, and we'll see how this goes. Let's see, this was posted by 2CELLOS. Yeah, it's shocking. And the video has 811,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. 2CELLOS at Rock am Ring 2017, The Trooper Overture. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very confused by that title. We'll see if I recognize it or not. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
William Tell. There we go. I'm waiting for the drummer to kick in. That's Iron Maiden. Okay. That's clever. I gotta say, that was a smooth transition. I almost missed it. That was slick. Wow. Okay. Creative, well executed. would be really interesting to see is if they somehow manage to get out of the Trooper and go back into William Tell. That would be really interesting to see them do that. No, this is fun. This is creative. It's a cover, obviously, and the crowd obviously recognizes the cover, but with that great intro, which was also recognizable. Doing William Tell Overture. Look, anybody who's ever seen or heard an episode of The Lone Ranger, they're going to recognize that song immediately. And not just that, but that William Tell Overture has been used in cartoons. It's been used in movies, television shows, you name it. It's been utilized. So I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's great that they chose that and made it work as well as they did. So yeah, man, I got no issue with this. This is fun. This is absolutely fun. Hopefully they go back into William Tell. I want to see how though. Same rhythm pattern. That was fun.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Was that the end? Is that how they ended?
Give it up for our amazing drummer, Dusan Kranz. You are great, thank you.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare yeet that poor cello into the crowd. Don't you dare. I mean, look, it's your cello. You want to yeet it out in the crowd, you can, but I wouldn't. I know how expensive those things are. I don't know how this is going to score out. I really don't. There's going to be a score. Okay, I did recognize them, obviously. I did recognize both songs. But it's still a live performance and it's still a cover. So, and it's a cover I've never heard before. So there's going to be a score. I'm not sure what the score is going to be. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was 2CELLOS with a tune called the Trooper Overture. This was a request from Mathis. I didn't even think about William Tell Overture. I didn't even think about it. I'm just looking at the Trooper Overture going, what does that mean? Is it an overture to the Trooper? I mean, I've never heard of that. Well, there we go. Surprise, surprise. Throw a curveball at good old DH. Why not? Okay, before I get my score, obviously, I think I made this pretty clear during the reaction. I obviously did recognize both songs. I did recognize William Tell Overture almost immediately. And then when we went into the Trooper, I did recognize it, but I'll be honest with you, I did kind of miss the transition. It was that smooth. But I did recognize both parts, and I was like, okay, so obviously I can't react to the original songs, but It's still a cover. As a matter of fact, it kind of goes a little further than that. It's a cover mashup. And on top of that, it's a live performance. So I can give a score, okay? Just understand I'm not giving any scores for the original songs in any way, shape, or form. Just on the covers, the cover mashup, and the live performance. That's what I'm basing the score on, okay? So please keep that in mind. Because I know there's going to be people that go, William Tell Overture deserves a 10. It's one of the greatest pieces ever written in classical music or music ever written. And I'm not disagreeing with that, but I know that song, so I can't react to it. I've played that song with orchestras before, so I'm used to that. Anyway, calm down, all you purists. Okay, let's get to the score here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give the live performance and that cover mashup combined, I'm gonna give it a score of 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.4. What does that mean? Well, an 8.4 would translate to a great scale rating, so I think this was a great performance and a great cover mashup. It would get 4 out of 5 stars, and it would get an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.4, great scale rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with the score? So glad you asked. Okay, like I said, I can't take the original songs into account because I know both of them. I'm familiar with both of them. I have played both of them, so I'm used to it. So I'm not going to be able to take the original songs into account. Now, having said that, though, it is a live performance, and it is a cover. As a matter of fact, it's not just a cover, it's a cover mashup. And I gotta say, I did not see it coming. I had a feeling the Trooper was going to be involved. I just didn't know how because the word overture kept throwing me off. And it never even entered my mind that it might be the William Tell Overture. That absolutely threw me for a loop. And it was brilliant how they started out with William Tell. They could have very easily have switched it around and started off with the main riff from the Trooper. You know, because let's be honest, the Trooper has a very strong, recognizable opening riff. You know, very recognizable. I mean, you just start. You hit that first note, and people, like half the people in the crowd, can be like, "Oh, it's the Trooper," you know, because it's so iconic. But at the same time, I'm glad they didn't go that route. That would have been the easy route. Instead, they went with William Tell, and I thought was very creative. It's one of those songs, also iconic. You hear the trumpets kick in. You immediately know what it is. You immediately recognize it. Now, how you recognize it, I don't know. Maybe you used to watch The Lone Ranger when you were a kid, you know? Maybe you have heard it used in movies or television or ad campaigns, commercials. I mean, has it been used in video games? I can't think of any video games that have used it, but I wouldn't be shocked if there's a video game out there that has used William Tell Overture. I wouldn't be surprised. I just don't know what game that would be. First game that comes to mind, it would be laughable, but the first game that comes to mind would be one of the Red Dead Redemption games. And I know it hasn't, but maybe in an upcoming maybe when they get around to making Red Dead Redemption 3, maybe we'll get that. If that happens, because I know I'll buy it, because I love the Red Dead Redemption series. If that does happen and I buy it and I hear it, I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably lose my mind laughing. But in any case, starting out with William Tell, very smart. Crowd got into it, and I'm so glad to see that. I'm so glad to see the crowd went with it and just had fun with it. That's what it was meant to be, especially understanding from what I gathered at the end of the video. This was the last song of their set. This is how they ended the show. What a great way to end it. Great way to end it. And the blend between the Trooper and William Tell, I thought was really smart. I did catch, I remember I paused and I said, I really hope they go back to it. They didn't quite go back to it. They went back to the rhythmic pattern. They went back to the rhythmic pattern, but they were using that rhythmic pattern over the Troopers' melodic line. So I think that was clever. I wish they had actually gone back to the William Tell Overture, but that's okay. They still kind of tipped the cap and gave it its due. I thought it was well done, well organized, well arranged, and just very well executed. They were definitely having fun up on stage. The stage show looked good. Stage presence was there. Stage energy was there. Stage interaction. No, I'll give it to them. They looked at each other a few times and nodded and, got on the same page. So I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Crowd interaction. Yes, I saw a couple times. They interacted with the crowd. Showmanship. Yeah, I'll give it to them. They stood up a few times, sat down, stand up, sat down. They had fun with it. The drummer did a nice job coming in, how he came in, when he came in, staying on the hi-hat for a while, and then eventually when the song kicked into full gear, going to the full kit. I think overall, I think they did a great job. They did a great job. Very creative, very imaginative, and a nice way to end the show. Sending the crowd home with that memory. That's not a bad way to go. That was pretty smart, actually. So yeah, 8.4. I think it's a great job. I think it was a great performance. I think it was a great cover mashup, and that's why I'm giving them the great score of 8.4. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got an 8.4, which is a grayscale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, it's David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.